talking about how talent is a head start, and something David Banner said, which it was like, why would people be kings and queens when they kill kings and queens and we do nothing? What up, good morning. Fuck going on with my phone? What up, good morning, good morning. So the first thing we're gonna start with today is we're gonna talk about, the basic statement of saying talent is a head start. Cause it's something that y'all know I be talking about all the time. In the quote, right? When they say talent is nothing but a head start, I agree. And the reason I say this because there's a lot of people that walk around, not just our community, but all over, who genuinely feel like, they talented than the next person. But talent ain't shit but a head start. You know what I'm saying? Talent ain't gonna get you across the finish line. See, I come from basketball, and I've been telling people forever, you know what I'm saying? I've been telling people forever that talent is just, it's not gonna do anything for you. You can have talent. Talent can be like, you naturally tall, you like in the fifth grade, but you like 6'4" already, and you could dribble, and you could do a little bit of shit. You're only in the fifth grade. That's your natural, that's talent. But that talent ain't gonna help you. That talent ain't gonna save you, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the bigger picture and the bigger scheme of things. Because it's people that can work it's people that's not as talented as you that can outwork you and be better than you and also be better known. And I say that because I feel like that black people got the assumption that we could just be talented as shit and think it means something. Half of the studios I've been in and shit that I've been around, we dealing with talent. And I kept telling y'all niggas, like even on the last project, you got talent and you got potential, right? You got true talent, like tapped in. You got talent, right? And then you got potential. So in the aspect of, I always use it in two different ways. It can be used in many ways. On the album, I was using, potential as somebody that didn't unlock their talent yet, right? And those people get record deals. You got potential? Yeah, I want to fuck with you. Most of the time, people want to fuck with the people that got potential. They want to fuck with the guys who got something going for themselves, but at the same time ain't really got it going for themselves, so that they can mold them and they can take responsibility and they also get the business handle. You know what I'm saying? And talent, on the other hand, to me, when it's fully developed talent and you already done been through the hard course, then you can make money because you're in control of your talent. But as David Banner saying, when he was saying that your talent is only, the tip of the iceberg. Most of the people I know in life functioning off talent, off the aspect of talent, I'm talented, or he not nice, I'm talented. Your talent, and I tell people all the time, your talent ain't gonna do shit for you. Nigga, I know all this talent running around the city with bad personalities and bad egos, you know what I'm saying? It's just a starting point. That just means if you got talent, that means you ahead of those who naturally don't have it. But you just sitting around thinking that you dope and thinking that you got this figured out in whatever way that you feel that you got this shit figured out, and they gonna do shit for you. I grew up around, from Jersey to Raleigh, I grew around a lot of motherfuckers who got talent who ain't gonna do shit with it. You know what I'm saying? But these will be the same people that'll sit around the hood and the same motherfuckers that'll sit around in these areas and run their mouth about motherfuckers who actually out there going to do. Yeah, you got talent, nigga, but what you gonna do? What are you gonna do that's gonna make this go overboard? Talent is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with David Banner when he say talent is just a head start, because talent is like, me coming from a sports background, I know a lot of niggas who had talent, but when it came down to practice, niggas ain't really practice hard and niggas ain't really want to do shit. And I ain't gonna just say that shit. I know a lot of niggas like that, from Jersey to Raleigh playing ball, for example, who niggas look up to, who was some lazy ass athletes who really didn't work hard. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why they didn't perspire. When they got to the next level, their bodies failed them because of their lack of work ethic and preparation that they had as a kid. See, when you nice, I always tell people, it's like when you nice, when you like 5 through 8, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to work hard because you better than everybody else. Then when you get like the same, when you get like 10 to 14, this starts separating itself, right? And then when you get older, you realize like, yo, when you right now in Raleigh, you that nigga. But when you go to compete against, in the state level, against all the talent in North Carolina, you're going to realize that it's 5 of you. When you got to play against the United States, when you're going against all the states and the nationals, you're going to realize it's fucking 100 of you. So what's going to push you past them? I had this conversation all the time. What's going to push you past the niggas? Your talent ain't going to make you win shit. So I constantly have conversation with niggas who say we equally as talented, and I used to always say bullshit. We can't be equally as talented because we don't all work equally as hard, and we don't all have the same equal. No, we can't. We're not. Some people are born with natural ability, but they still need to work at it to unlock their true talent. You know what I'm saying? To push this talent to its best level in its extreme, you have to work hard. I'll give you an example. Kawhi Leonard not supposed to be a superstar. Kawhi Leonard, just like he used Steph Curry, I'm gonna use Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard not supposed to be a superstar. Kawhi, when they drafted him, they knew he could play great defense and that he could rebound. He was an unorthodox player, meaning that he can get rebounds and he can score the basket because he was strong, but they never expected this nigga to turn out to what he was. That's why Greg Popovich and them was like, yo, we gave you the best shooters. We trained you how to dribble. We taught you this shit. And now you want to pull rank on us. You feel me? That's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, tapping into that talent and thinking that you got it already. And it's guys in the league like LeBron and them who's 5 times more talented than Kawhi, but he worked harder than them, and he just got certain things about him that's going to push him over the edge because he's not dependent on his talent. He's basing his game off his work ethic and his ability to hustle and grind and to shut niggas down. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we dealing with talent, let me see, it's a talent and just the natural ability to do something, right? And I'm reading from Bro Mike. It says, and I agree. It says, but you're a failure in other, but it says, but you're a failure in other areas. I'm sorry, I'm driving. It says, I'm trying not to crash. I read it when I start driving, but now I agree. You know what I'm saying, when I read it out loud, because I ain't about to, this shit, motherfucker driving crazy this morning. But from what I read so far, because I'm going to read all your joints in a second when I park, talent is just natural ability. It's like, you know, I'm a Pisces, right? So the day I was born, they say that I'm like music. Rather people argue me all the time, but my zodiac and all of this other shit that you read about a person born during the time I was born, they say that I'm music in the flesh. Like everything you can read about somebody born the day I was born, just say, you know, music. And it's clear that music is one of my main components and compounds. Even though people will sit around and say, I give you an example. People always say, like, bro, I have people tell me for years, like, yo, you more of a businessman than a rapper. I see you more of a businessman than a rapper. And I always got offended about that statement because at the end of the day, like, nigga, I'm a fucking rapper. Like, meaning that when I say I'm a rapper, like, I'm rooted in hip-hop and rap. Like, it ain't like I'm just a nigga that can kind of rap but got good business sense. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's how I used to take it when people told me that shit. But I had to realize that people was really telling me, it's like, bro, they respect my brain, the way I look at shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So to take away something that's my natural ability is to take away part of me, right? That's why I used to get upset about it. But it's just natural ability, right? But, you know, people got talent, but they fail in other areas. I know of a lot of ball players who nice, but they didn't understand that they needed to be more well-rounded in school and to be a better person, know how to deal with people, and learn that it's not just all about them. So their failures in other areas for sure. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, y'all. Y'all can hear me though, right? Because I know my phone, the reason why I'm asking y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me before I go any further, because this morning, my car won't play, like, my CD player and shit, my Bluetooth, all that shit. I've been riding, but it's playing, but I don't hear shit. So I just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I go forward. You know what I'm saying? It says failure in other areas. It says the one or few talents will take you nowhere. If you can create dope artwork, but you have no social network or any drive to push or promote your art, it will go nowhere. You're not truly using your talent. You know what I'm saying? You're only exhibiting talent. That's true. That's very true. Using talent in the benefit of your future is one thing, but just having talent without any drive to make it something, or without the education and saying saying marketing, you don't prepare, actually use it. You just thought the talent itself will carry you past the drive and the network to use it. Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like that right there, what you talking about, is the complete reason for all of us non-successful people, right? Look, I done sat in a room with all these rappers, and a lot of rappers be looking at me sideways, so I just used to look at them like, all right, you know, you buzzing in your fucking neighborhood. That's the only place you buzzing at. And them motherfuckers, you grew up around them, so they not even keeping it a band with you about shit. You know, a lot of niggas, I be sitting in a room, a lot of these niggas arrogant, but ain't never even went outside of their neighborhoods to really push their music. You know what I'm saying? So, what you saying about social media is true. This is the problem with most of the local motherfuckers. See, during Raleigh Day come up, a lot of people be mad because they didn't make it, but they didn't do their job either. Even though the truth of the matter is Raleigh Day do be on some bias ass shit. You feel me? Not being funny. Like, it do be biased, you know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is when you sit amongst the real motherfuckers when you sit amongst the room of people that got talent and that's working, there's no criteria that what's gonna make you get on Raleigh Day or on these ciphers. It's just about who's putting them together and who the fuck like who and if they rock with you or not. You feel me? It's not about talent, it's not about artwork. And I say this publicly because I've been saying this to people lately. We can't, in this city, a lot of people is trying to make themselves popular on the south side because they feel like the south side of Raleigh is it. I grew up over there, right? I used to have a lot of niggas trying to, but he ain't a real Raleigh nigga. Nigga, I went to Hunter Elementary from kindergarten to 4th grade. I went to Carnage before I moved back to Jersey. I'm a south side nigga. I grew up on East Davie Street next to the playground. You feel me? OG Jarvis, that's doing life, that nigga was we was kids together. So a lot of people playing this south side shit, and I notice niggas playing this south side, like south side of Raleigh angle, right? Oh, they trying to be on the south side. You can't, in a market of talent that doesn't have, North Carolina doesn't have its own sound, especially Raleigh. They don't have its own sound, beat-wise, music-wise, or fashion-wise. They don't have any of it. So it's a state in the city that follows other trends. So when people base their business and all of their art on what people on the south side think, you will fail across the world, not because I'm trying to degrade this place, but because of the matter is this place doesn't have the ability to pop an artist off of their own consent, right? So for everybody that's like, cause I know for a fact, it'd be a lot of people in the city, like I had mad people, I had video niggas, other people, and I started noticing like, yo, they're really, because of this shit I do in the morning, these morning convos, this grown man shit, because I be about it, I noticed that the south side, or it has to be something going on where niggas are saying shit about me, which is, I always say, which is cool, but at the end of the day, it's sad to say that shit though, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to, and that's why I be so serious about this shit. It's just like me being on the north side of basing my whole existence of my music on the north. I don't. I base it on what the world thinks, what the United States thinks, what multiple places think, not one, right? You feel me? I thought it was from a mic you had plugged in or otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So, but now I was reading what you put. But nah, I want y'all to understand this shit. If it was up to that shit, this business around is so fucked up because everybody trying to prove certain things for the wrong reason. So when we say, when we dealing with talent, you know what I'm saying? Talent is only, the talent, like you said, bro, talent is only the part it'll make people say, oh yeah, all right, but the talent ain't gonna sell these records. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than talent that's selling records, because you got a talent, but if you ain't out here on the grind, you know what I'm saying, marketing posters on the ground, and that's the problem. And then people seem to think that when you do it for 1 year, that's just one project. You got to do this shit over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? That's why when people go out their way to try to make it seem like, to be real, like this place be trying to crash niggas. Like, it makes no sense how many videographers and the niggas that people need to get further are some of the most non-responsible people. But when it come down to this shit, these niggas got the most problems in the world. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat the catch. Niggas, you can pay niggas money, but niggas so egotistical and caught up on what the fuck they think they doing for other people that you can't get this shit, you can't get this shit right. And that's the dead ass truth. People so focused on worried about what the fuck they think they doing, that's why this place is getting out of hand. The first thing niggas do down south in North Carolina, when you fall out, they say fuck you and they disappear. See, they used to the mentality of the southern mentality when niggas got low self-esteem and put their head down. Nigga, you cut me off, I'ma supersede you by 5. Why? Because my grind never was determined on you. Before I met you, I was on a corner. Before I had a cover, I was on a fucking corner selling units. You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. Before I had a fucking video out, I was out here selling units. And if I wasn't selling units, I was still getting this shit out to the people. By time I dropped Killing My Buzz, I was in the streets for 9 years already. I had already sold thousands of CDs. I already knew what people fuck with somewhat and what they didn't. I was still growing, but I still knew certain things, right? And like my man Red said yesterday, see, I be in a room full of motherfuckers, whether information, music, or whatever, right? And I say shit from what I know. I don't speak on like just my opinion. I know. So I be in a room with 100 niggas from wherever, Raleigh, Durham, New Jersey. I can say wherever, Texas. I can tell them everything I know. I can be telling them from what I know works and what don't work from experience. And 98% of that room gonna tell me from what they think, who ain't never got in the field they self and really push this shit, but they gonna tell me from what they think they know, not from what they know. Just like when it come down to religion and all the rest of the shit, niggas gonna tell you what they believe, what they feel, not from what the fuck they know, which be the same problem with our people, right? But that's the thing about this shit that makes this shit sick. But at the end of the day, niggas is all, that's why I tell all the real motherfuckers, hold everybody accountable. The problem is hold them accountable. And remember how the fuck they treated you when they got in their feelings, and then you judge niggas off that, and that's their character when it comes down to this talent shit. A lot of niggas walk around with talent, but without the work ethic, without the ability to work with people and team effort, without the ability to be able to take constructive criticism, without the ability to be willing to be vulnerable, to make from trial and error to learn this shit, then it's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? And I'll leave that shit at that. But that's the reality of what it is. And I also be noticing, like, you know, me too, I get a lot of phone calls from people that be like, bro, I want to feature, bro, I want to feature, bro, I want to feature and shit. And then it's like, I be real iffy about featuring niggas, because then you do the work. And if I do this shit, and we go to the studio, and we shoot these fucking videos, and we do all this shit, and you don't help me promote this shit, I'm a dub you. I'm a dub you quick as shit, and I'm going to check you and let you know, you want to do this shit because you see what I'm doing. See, that's the mentality of niggas. If you're not going to share this video, and you're not going to share this record we doing, and you're not going to go ham for it, bruh, I'm a dub you. Man or female, I'm going to get rid of you, and I'm going to take the, and I'm not going to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I learned is motherfuckers want to be seen next to certain people, but don't want to put that fucking work in. And it be that. You know what I'm saying? And I switch subjects for a second, because at the end of the day, bro, I feel like this conversation, we talk about time beating a dead horse. I learned a long time ago, let these niggas fail, let these females fail, and then after they fail, and they lose their pride, and they lose certain shit, and nature bring them down, a guy break them to nothing, and they gotta come back, and then they wanna hear you, they gotta live with that shit. I gave a lot of game to a lot of motherfuckers, and I did a lot of sacrifice and shit for a lot of motherfuckers who get mad and get fly about shit, and I let them get mad and get fly. Get mad, get fly, whatever, nigga. Stay in your pocket, stay in your lane, stay where you at. You feel me? As long as you don't bring your fuck ass back around me on no fly shit, we ain't gonna have no problems. Cause I ain't never gonna be funny or back down, and that be the issue for me. I'm a real motherfucker. I'm not gonna do goddamn 15 records for you, and then you gonna get fly with me, and you ain't doing your part and think I'm not gonna say some shit to you. You feel me? Or we not gonna do business, and I think I'm not gonna say nothing to you. That's the Carolina way. The Carolina way is, oh, I'm gonna use a motherfucker to do what I need, and if you say something, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. Nah, fuck you, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Now, the other topic was saying that people don't want to be, people today don't want to be kings and queens no more, because kings and queens get killed and don't nobody do nothing. Right? Don't nobody. Most people don't want to be kings and queens. Females not trying to be queens. They trying to be Cardi B and prostitutes. I hear females quoting lines that's so unrighteous and so unright. You know what I'm saying? The fact that my women even idolize Cardi tell me a lot about them in they foul ass ways. You feel me? And people say, oh, it's just music. Yeah, whatever. The shit, it's no way possible that real women gonna listen to the shit that Cardi talk about. That's why when I look back and I look around at my queens, y'all not fucking queens, y'all whores and y'all prostitutes. And y'all think that I'm gonna treat y'all like queens. Y'all bitches. And y'all act like bitches. And y'all running around acting like prostitutes and shit. And y'all want me to respect y'all like women. It don't work like that. Tell the rest, see, the most of the men that niggas know and that women, the most of the men women date, they foul and they fuck niggas. It ain't that they fuck with you. Them niggas don't give a fuck if you stripping. Them niggas don't give a fuck if you fucking everything moving. The reason why they don't give a fuck is because they just want to fuck you and keep it pushing. And they fucking 30, 40 motherfuckers. So that's what we call real nigga shit. No, that's not real nigga shit. It's not real man and woman shit. Everything about our culture right now is opposite of what our culture is supposed to be about. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's friends or family, if you sell pussy and you see me live talking about selling pussy, you got an attitude with me. Don't get your shit together. If you sell pussy and you're not comfortable with selling pussy, well, don't be fucking mad at me, because selling pussy was never a logical career in the first fucking place. But people get mad at me at the end of the day. I also seen a statement the other day, and I mean no disrespect, but I'm gonna keep it a band and let me know the mindset of my women in fucking America right now. And I look at black women like little girls on average, because that's all that they want for themselves, right? I seen a statement, and somebody in my family was like, The older these niggas get, the cornier they get. Now, I expect this from a 20-year-old girl, right? Because it was a 20-year-old young woman, should I say, that said this shit. If I hear a young woman say some immature shit, I respect it, you feel me? But when I hear a young woman make this comment, but women, or should I say, I'm not gonna call them women, because the women ain't gonna make, and I mean, I'm gonna keep my composure. Females who are 35 and up, 40, 50, 60, who get on this post and say, yeah, you right, girl. No, y'all dumbass females didn't grow the fuck up. If women are saying that, when the older niggas get the cornier they get, so now the black woman don't want the black man to grow up? Like, what? The older niggas get the cornier they get, but you're not gonna look your daddy in his face and say that shit, but you're gonna say that about these niggas. Right? See, I be questioning females' logic at the end of the day. Because I know you niggas didn't listen to your fucking father. Whether we family or not. Half of you motherfuckers didn't even listen to your father when they was walking around on planet Earth. But yet y'all running around, running your mouth talking about the older niggas get, the dumber they get. The older niggas get, the majority that they should get. You feel me? Like when I heard that statement, I expect that shit from young. And I know my family said this shit. And I know niggas be mad at me, but I don't give a fuck about it because at the end of the day, I need to grow the fuck up. The older niggas get, the cornier they get. If you in your 20s and you say this to me, I'm gonna let you slide because you ignorant and your little stupid ass don't know no better. And I'm gonna say it just like that. Your little dumb ass don't know no better. Because you gonna get, because 10 years from now, you're gonna look back at that post you made on Facebook and you're gonna be embarrassed if you've grown. If you didn't grow like most of the motherfuckers around you, then you're gonna still have the same mindset. If you're a 40-year-old woman and you agree with this quote, I think that you stupid and I think you need to grow the fuck up. Right? I don't give a fuck if you're friends, family, strangers. Point blank, period. I don't give a fuck about none of it. And that's what people get me fucked up at. I sit around and I watch black women destroy the black women under them. Yo, the shit you tell your daughters, the shit you tell you feel me? You'll tell your daughter some shit and you ain't even conscious that you got a fucking son in the house. You teaching your daughter some shit that's gonna crash her completely. You feel me? So when I hear these comments from friends, family, either like I done sat around my own family saying shit, you know, about this what you do to a nigga. And you wonder why niggas don't respect you? Fuck you. Niggas don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Don't stand up nigga respect you. Y'all fucking whores. You know what I'm saying? On average. I tell young girls all the time, they be like, yo, Jerry, you cute, da-da-da. Yo, why would I fuck with you when the whole world revolves around your pussy? Y'all fucking everything moving. I love my body. I don't want no fucking diseases. I ain't trying to get on none of this extra shit. Y'all don't love y'all body. And then women, right now, women want niggas to love them, but y'all don't even love y'all fucking self at all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all insecure. Black woman is the most insecure woman on planet Earth. Y'all insecure about yourself, y'all hair, y'all looks, y'all bodies are insecure. Just like men is insecure too, right? So it's not like I'm just picking, but I'm saying at the end of the day, there's no way in the hell that a nation can heal with their women so far out of fucking pocket. You feel me? When I look around, I see Basketball Wives and Cardi B. These are not women. They're not women. And people get mad all the time about these conversations I be having. At the end of the day, I say this shit at the end of the day. For the few women that still exist, I hope I make you feel some way. I hope I change your nature. Because only those who feel some way about what I'm saying has the ability to be better. The rest of y'all just bottom feeders. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it a bed. I got 12 sisters. Like, y'all, I call it bottom bitches. Get mad at me. I'm just real enough to say it. I'm not going to treat a bitch like a woman. And I'm not going to treat a prostitute like an honorable woman. I'm not. But that's what motherfuckers want. You feel me? That's what people want. At the end of the day, y'all just not used to that shit. These niggas don't give a fuck about you. These niggas just want to fuck you. You feel me? You know, I ain't judging no stripper. Yeah, this nigga not about to wife you. He just gonna fuck you and make money off you. Duh. You look good. Right now, he pull up in the club. He got his niggas with him. He cool with all the like. That's a dead ass truth. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of this shit nobody really want to speak about. We have to be real at the end of the day. If this statement, the older nigga get the corny he gets is true, then that means that the black women don't want to see black men grow up. And if I'm wrong, check me on this shit. Friends or family. If I'm so fucking wrong, check me on it. Because I'm always going to speak my mind. And that's why I keep to myself. I don't even go around family because my family be on some different shit. You know what I'm saying? From either side. You feel me? I don't have nothing. After my pops died, a lot of shit I stopped fucking with. Friends, family, period. I'm not going to accept fuck shit. When I grew up around that area, I was trying to be better, whether balling or whatever. When I was around down here, I'm not going to let my friends, my family, my siblings make me live less than or live equal to the environment that they not big enough to step the fuck up and over. You feel me? There's more ratchet and trifling shit going on in our families, then it's honorable shit. No, I don't want to come around and sit around family, have family dinner when y'all got some fuck ass habits. No, I don't want to come chill and hang out with none of my homies who got fuck ass habits, who they whole fucking adulthood, they been doing grimy shit, fucking niggas over, doing shit to niggas, hollering at niggas' girls, doing whatever. Not my girl, but in general. So by the time I got older, I stopped wanting to be around that fuck ass shit. I be telling niggas, stop calling me. Niggas call my phone and be asking me for shit, and you don't show up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jersey trying to do this. If you don't show up a couple times, stop answering my fucking phone. Take it personal, whatever, nigga. Shoot the fade when you see me. Do whatever you want to do. Handle this like men and bitches. But I'm not about to keep playing this game with y'all niggas. I'm not. And I be telling niggas all the time, and I'm jumping. But I want y'all to understand, a lot of motherfuckers call me for shit, and then they call me for shit, then you don't show up. Then when you don't show up, niggas keep hitting my phone later. I'm not picking up my phone call. Stop fucking calling my phone. You feel me? Stop wasting my fucking time. I don't have time to play with you. Everything I got, I work for, right? But it's funny how motherfuckers got shit to say about you, won't support. We got the same friends and family, nigga. Only thing we needed from you fuck ass niggas was to hit the share button. It's easier than ever to share. All you gotta do is hit share. Niggas don't even hit share. Niggas see you every fucking day. And I speak that shit because it's the same people I'm talking about. When they had shit going on, I shared their shit. I did what they were supposed to do. I went about it. You don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. I can talk, let me tell you some real shit. I talk to friends and family too, and they'll say some fly shit to you. Like, I could be checking a nigga, friends or family, about something they dead ass wrong. You know what they say to me? Yo, bro, you got mental health? No, you bitch ass nigga, or you fuck ass bitch. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I got tired of you being foul, so now that I'm checking you, you got a problem? Yeah, I got a mental problem. My mental problem is that I suffer from the lack of ability to process bullshit from you fuck ass niggas. And that's what niggas say to me at the end of the day. No, nigga, y'all fake ass niggas. Niggas know they come around with nothing to offer, nothing to do, and want to come around. Niggas know they on some foul, fake shit. I watch niggas be foul and fake forever. You feel me? No, I don't respect half of the street niggas. Half of these street niggas y'all respect, I don't fucking respect them. You take a pistol out these niggas' hand, what they bout? Nothing. These niggas can't fight. That's why these niggas grabbing pistols. I've been calm and cool the whole time. Half the time I was walking around the hood growing up, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like down here when I'm in the streets. If I had a bang on me, niggas didn't even know I had it. That's how I grew up. If I got a gun on me, you ain't gonna know I had it. Because if I pull that bitch out, that's when you gonna find out. When I watch niggas walk around all day doing shit just to be tough, that shit not tough. Real street niggas, real tough niggas ain't gonna walk. I ain't gotta walk around tough all day, nigga. I'm comfortable with me. I'm comfortable with talking about history and being compassionate and dealing with being able to be romantic at the end of the day, nigga. That don't make me less than. But I know that's how I know you niggas not men. Because I know a lot of you niggas who walk around with this ego, but when the doors close, y'all niggas softer than tissue. And they can tell. That's why you outside playing tough all day. You feel me? So, and the reason why I say this shit is the point of the matter is, who wants to be a fucking king today? Me, I've been standing up to be a king or a warrior for our people, and I get more pushback than anybody in this fucking place. And probably I get more pushback. But what the fuck is you doing for your people? And what the fuck is you doing to better yourself? Half of the motherfuckers talk about me living in fucking projects on Section 8 ain't got shit going for themselves. Fuck you saying? Fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Just like I used to get mad at women talking about niggas need a crib. Well, half of you women wouldn't have no fucking crib if it won't for goddamn downtown in the state giving you a fucking apartment for free until you got on your feet with child support, right? And that's respectfully. But I think it has to be said. A lot of jokes be made about black men. If black women had to figure it out the same way black men had, it'd be a whole nother fucking scenario. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not saying black men, and I'm not saying that women don't deserve to get help, and I'm not saying that women don't deserve to be in the field, but when I had these conversations, what I be tired of when I talk to women, y'all take y'all personal experiences and y'all put that on this conversation. I'm not putting my personal, I'm speaking blunt. So I hear women that tell me like, nah, that's not true, because I know you, that's what you went through. I'm not knocking you for what you went through, but you responsible for the niggas you picked, and you responsible for your intent and what you was going for. You always had your reason, you feel me? And people don't see it. It says from my perseverance, a lot of older men seem to try to impress the younger men. I think that makes, he said that's what makes a lot of them corny. It's crazy, but I can tell you from experience as an older woman that I have seen a lot of older men regress as they get older instead of progression. I was married to a man who spoke substance when we were younger, and he had morals, and he was a good husband. When we were younger, but he got older and it seemed that it seemed that his friends became younger and his priorities became non-existent. You make a very valid point, but a lot of lost women and men out there. Yeah. And I'm not gonna be biased, so I agree 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Because growing up is being shunned. You know what I'm saying? When I started growing, I'm gonna keep it a band. And I know people gonna be mad at me, but that's me. And I'm gonna live in my truth and I'm gonna be free. And if y'all don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. That's why I don't call and I hang out with family. Everything I be doing by myself, and I'm cool with that shit. Cause I'm not an ass kisser and I ain't gonna live on my knees. And niggas know me. When my father died, I don't live on my knees. Right? At the end of the day, when I started changing, you feel me? My own mom and them weren't trying to hear me. You feel me? My own siblings and them was acting funny on me. You feel me? I'm the same nigga that'll pull up. I'll pull up and give shit off my back. But when shit went left, I'm the same nigga that got comments from niggas, oh, you a rapper, or you this and that. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, what you doing? You feel me? But niggas get mad, I stand on that shit. You know what I mean? I hate when the motherfuckers, I hate when niggas challenge my morals when I had the same morals as a little boy. Minus the piece of gold that I needed as a man, which was the information that I had to go reach out and find to help me turn a corner. But when I was ready to become a man, the world wasn't ready to let me go. You feel me? When I became a man, my mother still seen a little boy, respectfully. When I became a man, my sisters, a lot of them still seen that teenager. Nigga, our people can't respect growth. I became a man, and they looked down upon me. You know what I'm saying? I became a man while raising other people's kids, and them families talked about me like I was, like niggas called me, they told that whole city, bro, a devil worshiper. They told every church in that city that I was a devil worshiper. But that pastor came to me personally, and he wanted me to work for him. See, I want y'all to understand the power of knowledge of self. The whole congregation was laughing at me, but at the end of the church, this nigga out of done came to me and wanted me to work for him. I said, respectfully, I declined. Right? But see, I can tell my peoples, my moms, my sisters, and I mean this respectfully, because if we can't speak on our own shit, what the fuck we got? And that's my problem. Where can I go to speak this shit? Can I talk to my family? Can I talk to my friends? So don't get mad at me when I bring this shit to the world and let the world deal with it. This ain't mental health. This intelligence. And stop thinking that a black man like me that speak has a mental issue. And that's the reason why black men don't grow up, because a nigga like me got a mental issue. Because I said that nature is God. I didn't tell you what to believe. I just said apparently that every representation of everything we learn is in nature. Niggas say there ain't no blueprint for this shit. Yes, it is. Look at the animals. That's how our ancestors learned. They studied animals. And they made their logical choices off how the animals live. Why? Because the animals are millions of years older than us. So that's the reason for what we doing and why we do what we do, and the reason why we go so hard and what we go so hard in. Now, back to what Shayna was saying is that as men, right, we have a responsibility to mature. But let me be real. It's something I realized raising kids. I realized that it's a reason why black men don't grow up. The reason why black men don't grow up is because if you're not in your kid's life, I mean like every day. Now some men can't control this. But if you're not in your men's life, if you're not in your kid's life every day, you're talking about like you gotta sacrifice. See, the woman has to sacrifice, so she has to mature forcefully. Rather if the man doesn't want to split, but women do have to mature forcefully because they stuck with the kids, most of them. But you know, this new generation, these young 20-year-old girls, they don't feel like they want to be niggas. They don't even want to take care of their kids. Like, I heard shit from young girls that I should never hear, you know what I'm saying? Ever. Like, I heard some shit from the young girls like, well, the daddy's not doing what they're supposed to do, so why should I? That's what, to me, when I hear women say shit like that, I feel like women shouldn't even have that logic. But I had to be fair with myself and say, you know what? It's the time we live in. You know what I'm saying? It said you are different in so many ways. You're a king. You think for yourself, and that within yourself. But you know what though? Me thinking for myself isolated me, right? But I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't at first, and I want everybody who really struggling to be themselves to. I'm just that example. Like, yo, this is what you expect. I stopped fighting me and went to war. Like I said, do you want to be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? I personally want to be at war. I'd rather be at war with the world than myself. When every day when them lights cut off and I gotta deal with myself and it's just me in the studio, I'm at peace with myself. I know what I'm doing. I know what I stand on. If I pass tomorrow, I know I try my best. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was with my parents, my families, my siblings, even if they don't see what I'm doing is God. Like, you know how many people so-called love God but look down upon me? And I tell people this all the time. How the fuck can't you see the God in what I'm doing? Or whatever you call it. How don't you see, I get up every morning, what the fuck do I benefit? I lose more from these conversations technically to our people in the community, you know, the hood, from me having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? But like my father told me, who gives a fuck? Because for every street nigga I lose, I gain 5 intellectuals. You feel me? For every one young dumb nigga I lose in my community, I could gain 100 motherfuckers all over the world. That's why in my music, I stopped just talking to my people. My people don't want to be talked to. I can base my music declaration on my people and our existence and my understanding, but my people don't care to listen. My people don't realize that some people born on this planet with ancient souls. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put up, but they call me arrogant. I'm not a regular nigga, so don't talk to me regular, respectfully. And you better feel the same way. I'm not a regular nigga. You feel me? So you can't, don't talk to me like I'm a peasant if I'm a king. Don't talk to me like I'm, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't talk to me like, you feel me? Like as a woman, you shouldn't want a motherfucker to talk to you like a concubine when you the queen. There's a difference. Don't talk to me like the sheep when I'm not the sheep. And nobody ever got in the religious books. They always compare the Bible and the religious people to sheep herders. Why? Because the people need to be guided. Because they don't think for themselves. Yeah, see, my father was Muslim, right? And my mother's Christian. So I grew up to 11 in Raleigh, to 10, 11 in Raleigh or whatever, and then I went to Jersey. And I lived with my father and my stepmother. They Muslim, right? When as a man, I searched on my own like we all should. So I went back to Jersey like 7 years ago, and I sat down with my father. And even though he's a Muslim, when I started explaining to him, he said, why do you think I'm not in the temple as much? Because I understand that there's certain things that's been manipulated, right? He was telling me, you got to be careful in New Jersey with what you're saying, because these niggas killed Malcolm. Yeah, it was Jersey that killed Malcolm. It ain't shit to be proud about. And that's what we on in Jersey. We kill Jersey killed messiahs, right? But we walk around like we got something to be fucking proud of. That's Jerusalem, but we gonna kill Jesus? The fuck is the problem? But we walk around like that shit to be proud of, right? But that's me, that's my mouth, right? Because I'ma stand on what Malcolm can't stand for. Ain't nobody speaking up for these niggas. And I be disappointed because at the end of the day, what the fuck did King and Malcolm die for? For nothing, for y'all to be Cardi B and for y'all to be goddamn King Von. Right? That's what society want for us. They want our women to be hoes and prostitutes and dumbass bitches who think the world revolve around their hips and their pussy. And they want the niggas to think that the world revolve around their dick and the pistols on their fucking hip. Oh yeah, let me forget. And these Molly and these Zans, niggas is drug addicts. I don't respect you niggas. I ain't gonna know with big homies who on fucking drugs. Fuck you talking about. Niggas out here be looking up to these niggas out here. If y'all niggas not plugged into Cali, fuck you talking about. Niggas been running around for decades like, oh bro, fake. Nigga, can you connect back to Cali? Alright, but niggas running around up under these niggas who fucking drug addicts and fuck niggas. Here's what it is. We ain't gonna talk about this shit. You know what I mean? I speak on it. I was the artist that said fuck everything. Years ago, I challenged everybody. Fuck you. Try me. I can't rap? Try me. Because at the end of the day, I'ma stand on it. That's the difference between me. I'm not a down south nigga. My blood from Ethiopia in New Jersey. I'm a stand up nigga. So at the end of the day, I'm either going down on my feet, but I'm not going down on my knees. And I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. At the end of the day, I know who I am. So I had to accept that, whether if it's from my mother, respectfully, not saying her, but I'm choosing as an example, whether if it's my mother or my father or my siblings. If they choose to live in the existence of ignorance, I don't accept it. So I'm not going to accept that. And I don't have to. Like people say, man, it's still family. Fuck that. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be raised with all women. I know what it's like to have wild siblings. I know what it's like to be around brothers, right? We don't all have the same principle. Fuck all that. I tell people, stop telling me that I gotta be unhappy and go back to hell mentally to help people that don't want to be helped. I'm tired of sitting in my living rooms of my family or going like, yo, I went to South Jersey talking to my cousin and it was a blessing, but these niggas laughed at me. I'm telling them the law and shit. Who knew 30 minutes later we was gonna be arrested and thrown in a fucking courthouse? All of us, like all 15 of us. And I get downtown, I'm in Willowboro, and I start running my mouth. I say, yo, can I speak to your superior? Them niggas pull me through the window of the driver car. And when they pull me, I say, yo, I'm not resisting, but I'm asking for your superior. He's like, I am the superior. I said, clearly you're not the superior. See, we gotta know law, but it don't mean that things can't still happen. But you still gotta, see, the problem is, people think when you know law or when you know what you know, that just because you speak it, it's gonna happen. No, you gotta stand on it. And my nigga, and black men cowards. I see niggas killing each other, but I taught a lot of black men law who won't even stand the fuck up in the courtroom against these. I'm not gonna say just white people, because when I say cracker, a cracker is anybody, a black person or Chinese person, anybody in power. That's what a cracker is, not a skin tone. I know a lot of niggas that's fucking crackers. Internally. I ain't on no race shit. I got white boys who done did more shit for me than my own kin or friends would do for me genuinely. That's facts. I don't give a, but I gotta tell my white friends, I'm not about to sit here and be naive because you did a good gesture to me. You don't represent your whole community. But you do deserve to be respected because who you are is golden. You feel me? So I respect those who respect themselves. I don't care what color you is. You know what I'm saying? That's why in history when we study the word European didn't mean white. The word European meant, like, you know, if we from America, we Americans, so you could be a white or a black American. I mean, technically. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I will, though. I hit you. All right, all right. So, but nah, my fault, yo. So, it's just a lot of, you know what I'm saying? I think we all gotta focus on what's important and know how to tap in and tap out of the what's not important and stop that follow the leader shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all that's going on. So that's why, you know, I talk business to a lot of people, or I caught myself, I didn't understand when I was younger, when I'm the one nigga that was actually in the field, like street sales, mixing, you know what I'm saying, pressing up, hitting the corner, you know, went to school for film, you know, I did all of this shit. But when I sit in a room with all y'all rap niggas, y'all be sitting around like I'm just wasting my breath, which at the end of the day, I stopped talking because at the end of the day, what's your qualifications, my nigga? You feel me? I don't argue with niggas about history who I know ain't read no fucking books. Who, like, for example, last night, and I'm gonna keep it a band. This is my man, but I keep it a band. I put that post up about the where it showed one of the pharaohs when he had his axe and he was holding the thing, and it showed you lights. It showed you many shades of man. So I made the post that it was showing you that we was at war with many forms of man. So one of my friends, who we always get into it about history, it's not personal. We supposed to be talking about history. You know, he was saying like he didn't believe it. See, a lot of us well, you gotta understand, white people and other nationalities. When you listen to people like Zachariah Stinson, right? And this is the guy who decoded, was one of the people that was allowed to go into Samaria and go to look in these areas. First of all, you know, he was like, who do you say we? My people, nigga. See, I hate having to explain myself to white people or to other people, Irish people. You're going to get a real strong answer because I'm not going to back off. What I mean when I say we, I'm talking about my people, right? You can't relate to this because we don't share the same blood. And I don't sugarcoat with my friends. Because they're not, when it comes down to this racism shit, they're not sugarcoating with us, but they're going to challenge us. Oh, so why do you like maroon? I like maroon, motherfucker, because the Moors wore it. If you want me to answer your question, I say it just like that. Offended or not. I don't give a fuck. You going to ask me a bold question, I'm going to give you a bold-ass answer. You feel me? And so, a lot of people ask questions, and I'm going to give you a straight answer. You know what I'm saying? He was saying, you know, Zachariah Stinson and all these fucking white and European and goddamn Iceland-ass scholars, they give you the story about these ancient civilizations, but they will not tell you, they don't tell you, they won't say they Africans, they won't tell you they genius, and they'll get a credit to aliens. I'm not saying that there was no extraterrestrial influence, because we terrestrials. Extra just means from another planet. I'm not denying that, but what I will say, when you go from Egypt to Samaria, to the kingdom in China, to the kingdom in South America, the deities are still, it's a god with blue hair in every kingdom. I think that they are related. So when we talk about this and I hear these people speak of it, but never ever want to acknowledge our people, I think it's stupid. Like, they acknowledge the pyramids and say, well, the Africans didn't have the tools or the technology, but at the end of the day, you niggas don't read. If we was the ones who was mining diamonds first, and the white man said there's no way they could have built it because we invented the diamond drill in the 18th century, you know, in the 1900s. You stupid nigga. If the Africans knew to cut diamond, if the only way you can cut a diamond is with a diamond. So if the African knew that they had jewelry and watches because they created time, if they had jewelry that was cutting diamonds and stone, then they knew that diamond cut diamond. And if they knew that diamond can cut diamond, and they knew the rest of this technology, what the fuck make you think that these people didn't know how to make a diamond drill? The Nile River, the bottom of the Nile River is full of what? Limestone. Every ancient structure on planet Earth is made out of limestone. But I was reading a book where the nigga who wrote the book might not even realize that I don't even think he recognized, I don't even think bro recognized what he was saying, but it take a third party. He said that the bottom of the Nile is made out of limestone, but it's soft. So why wouldn't they dig in the ocean, in the Nile, and take the clayish limestone and take it on land and shape it like clay? And what does clay do when it heats up? it turns hard. They knew what limestone was going to do when it hardened up. And people say, what do you mean? They seen the limestone mountains that used to be underwater at one time. And when it dried up, it turned into fucking stone mountains. So why don't we ever realize that they could have used this clay-like limestone under the seafloor, because they said it was soft, and then scope it like clay, and then within 30 years, whatever, that shit turns stone. It's a simple concept. But my people don't want to research this shit, and we don't read. But we caught up on all this other shit. But then the other thing is that we'll start researching Egypt, but we'll get stuck there. You know how many niggas I be talking to on Egypt? Fuck Egypt. Egypt ain't even your kingdom. That's the Africa's kingdom. Our kingdom is right here in America. The Africans of the Nile Valley did create a lot, but they didn't create everything. And that's why yesterday when I got off, I said if the whole world was one, what was Northwest Africa? America. Northwest. Why do we tend to think that the only greatness came out of Africa, but yet they will not dig in the Americas? Because the more they kept digging years ago, the further they dig, the blacker it got. Anything past 5,000 years, every bone they find is completely what we call African. Every bone. Not some. So then my bro made a post. He was like, he was saying that's the Nephilim because they got big heads, and right on my post, I had to get up at 3 this morning to detect him. Let me explain to y'all what the fuck the big head means, because I be tired of explaining this, and please check me. In South America, in Egypt, in China, in Samaria, all these places, all of the pharaohs and all of these people have elongated skulls. When your kid's a baby in America, they tell you to rub his head in a circle. That's not African. That practice is killing genius. If the body grows, right? And I'm taking this shit to Harvard. This is my thesis. If the body grows, then why doesn't the brain? And if the ancestors in the pyramids, they left the tools that they used to push the skull. The Africans' heads were 30% bigger. Every body found in the tombs that's past a certain year old, they all have elongated skulls. But they'll tell you they're aliens. Why? Because it'll keep you away from it. The elongated skull practice is an ancient practice of the so-called Africans. And the reason why I say this is what I'm trying to get an honorary doctorate in for my study is because the reason why black men and black women can't access most of their brain and stuck in a state of sleep, because the reason why we only got access to 10% of our brain mostly is because our brain never gets to grow. Everything else on the body grows. Why wouldn't the brain? Right? But my point is the tools that they use, they left and told you they used them. In South America, Egypt, New Orleans, they told you this shit. But they can't tell you certain shit on TV because it kills the fake story of the slave. I'm not saying we wasn't slaves. I'm saying but it kills the story of us coming from slaves. I haven't done the research yet for myself, but on 500 native graves that look like African people, it says they have these rings that they put on the skull to help them get longer. No, they do. See now, I want to say this. The elongated skull aspect that's why they call them aliens. King Tut, father, right? See, I want my people to go and study Egypt. Not fuck that surface. Go study Egypt. Get into it. Learn the pharaohs and what happened. It's going to disappoint you. But you need to learn it. At the end of the day, King Tut father, Akhenaten, he is the person that came, he didn't create it, but the Egyptians had got so far away from the original belief that he tried to go back to the original belief of one God, and they exiled this nigga. Akhenaten was what he ended up becoming. That's what he called himself. I don't want to say it wrong because I usually know this offhand, but his real name, his original name was this, and then he changed his name to Akhenaten. And that's where the concept of one God came into the existence that we know today. Just like that Martin Luther King shit. Like, when I said Hidden Colors lied, when I said that, I'm not discrediting Hidden Colors. I'm trying to get you to see that Hidden Colors lied because they couldn't tell us everything. So if you were studying, you would catch them in lies. But I knew if I was to check these scholars, they would say, you did your job. I'm not going to kill myself trying to educate you, and you might not get it. You know what I'm saying? But bro, you're right. Egypt is the home of the elite that's called gods, right? Egypt was the baby of all civilizations. That's why it's still standing. All the rest of these civilizations, a lot of these shits is older. But it's the youngest. And it also was the place where all of, like how bro just said, my bro just said it was the place, or the Nefertiti, she was from Mississippi, she was from the Mississippi area, so she was there. She married in. You got all of these people who came to Egypt, but if you pay attention, if you look at their royalty, if you get a statue of all the pharaohs lined up, you can see past the 7th dynasty where the Asian black man or where the Hittite got involved. You can see the phenotype change. Then you get like to the 11th dynasty, and you can see the phenotype change. By the time we get to the 15th, 16th dynasty, these is like, from like the 12th to like the 15th or whatever, the 11th, it's like the Greeks and shit, which is like mixed. And then after that, from 15 on, it's like 15 to 23. You know what I mean? These is Europeans. So you need to know your fucking history. You know what I'm saying? But when I went and had these conversations, when I learned this information, I was so happy. I thought I was going to take this information back to my family and to my friends, and that they was going to listen, but I had to realize my people not rooted in the truth. My people not rooted in intellect. My people rooted in ratchet shit. Just because you live in the hood don't mean you got to be in the hood. Last time I checked, when I was growing up, my mother and my father and my stepmother, they was beating us down to try to be somebody. But it seemed like after we grew up, they started accepting fuck shit from the siblings. And I'm not going to bite my tongue. I watch even my own mother accept less standards from the youngest. And I watch many mothers and fathers allow the youngest to get away with murder, and then they grow up to be not shit. And then when they get mad, because it'll be our mama say, you need to love y'all siblings, y'all brothers and sisters, but you didn't do your fucking job. You want us to work together, but you didn't do your fucking job. Right? And I'm going to tell you another problem I have. I come from a family of women that had men that let them down. So when they see a real man, they can't accept that shit because they don't know one. They daddies want real niggas. They fought, you know what I'm saying? They brothers and them, most of them want real niggas. They was fuck niggas, raping niggas, doing all this foul shit, sexual molesting motherfuckers. They daddies was raping motherfuckers. I come from that. So when you see a real nigga, everybody got a problem, but ain't nobody say shit about the pedophiles, the homosexuals, the niggas raping niggas. But see, I spoke on it, niggas got mad at me. Fuck you. Keep being a victim. That's you. Right? But when I hear shit be said about me, like motherfuckers who know me know I'm strong. Motherfuckers said shit to me that I'm gonna let deal with. I don't care if you siblings or you my mother or you my father. If you say some shit to hurt me, I'm gonna hold you accountable as I'm supposed to. You feel me? I'm talking knowledge, and I don't take bullshit. A nigga be like, yo, that's why you got raped. First of all, I ain't never get raped. I ain't that type nigga. I'm a stand-up nigga. And first of all, I've been 6'2.5", 6'3" since I was 11 years old, and I was in the best shape of my life playing basketball. Bitch, we fighting to the death. But that's the type of shit that family will say to you on some funny shit. You feel me? I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all don't understand. I come from fuckery, right? But the people I come from people who got the potential to be great, but they don't give a fuck about being great. And I don't give a fuck about being around them, and I don't give a fuck about pleasing. At the end of the day, niggas look down on me, but look down on my rise. And that's how we gotta be friends and family at the end of the day. Nigga, like my brother said, people thought blood thicker than water, bullshit. Most of the motherfuckers that related to you, they talk about you like a dog and ain't got shit. You feel me? Facts. And I'm accountable, meaning that I'm not just one nigga running my mouth. When it comes down to family, nigga, I'll pull up and shoot the fade with whoever. Big bro, I can't shoot the fade with the girls, but I know niggas got brothers who feel some way. Bitch, shoot the fade. And after we done, I'm still gonna stand on what I said. Because that's where I come from. We not about to do this. Y'all niggas be running y'all fucking mouth, but half the niggas that be running their mouth to me, y'all niggas won't put your hands up. Y'all bitch ass niggas got pissed. And half the time, in the day, I've been challenged by niggas like, yo, I was a stand-up nigga from the time I was little to now. I made my mistakes, but I've always been a stand-up nigga. It ain't gonna be a lot of stories, and you ain't gonna hear a lot of stories about Jers or Urban doing foul shit to niggas. It won't never in my intent. It ain't my thing, but I also at the same time, you're not about to call me and fuck me over money, or fuck me over and do some foul shit to me and think it's okay. Nah, fuck you. Half of you niggas only care about yourself. You're not about to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? No, we'll duck no fades. But we know at the end of the day, real niggas not ducking fades and niggas that's gonna get hurt. These bitch ass niggas ain't really trying to shoot the fade. So I know that. You know what I'm saying? I done asked for fades from many niggas who ain't gonna give me the fade, but they gonna keep running their fucking mouth. But I also realize at my age now at 35, I still got it in me. Like I might be mature, but that rah-rah shit still in me. And niggas think cause I changed, oh bruh soft, bitch you soft. That's why your ass still in the street following 30 niggas. If you was really strong and you really was a real nigga and you really could stand on your own 2 feet, you wouldn't be in that bitch. You wouldn't be around 30 niggas every day. You need confirmation to feel tough, nigga. I'm by myself all the time. You don't get it twisted. That's why I say even though I'm dolo, even though niggas see me dolo, you know what I'm saying? I got niggas. But we 35. See, you young niggas need to get this shit together. When you get older, see, right now y'all niggas clicked up, At 20, y'all niggas clicked up. 25 is less of y'all. 28 is less of y'all. 30 is less. Niggas having kids. Niggas gonna change their minds on you. Niggas wanna raise their kids. Man, I ain't trying to do this no more. Blah, 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 blah. And you gonna tell what type of niggas you got. Because the niggas gonna be like, oh, you soft, you bitch ass niggas and shun you and try to intimidate you because you're trying to go, because you're trying to live right. What type of niggas you want to be? You feel me? Niggas don't understand that principle. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't understand that principle. So every day I try to be honorable and logic to shit, but I'm gonna keep it a band of shit. No, I don't give a fuck about how you feel when you never gave a fuck about how I feel. No, I don't give a fuck about your dreams and ambitions. Bitch, you never gave a fuck about mine. No, I don't feel like I need to honor black women when black women don't honor their motherfucking self. No, I don't feel like I need to respect my brothers. Fuck my brothers. My brothers don't see themselves as my brother. They see themselves as my competition and my enemy. You feel me? Fuck you. Because that's the mentality you live on. See, as knowledgeable niggas, we need to learn how to duality is a motherfucker. As conscious as I am, I'm still with the shits. So believe that. You pull up on me and you got the wrong shit and you pull a gun out on me, I'm gonna pull a gun out on you. I'm gonna meet you there. You know what I'm saying? But God willing, at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand on what the fuck I stand on, whether it's the end or the beginning. And I'm gonna stand on it. Everything I say, I stand on. From religion to relationships to women to siblings to mothers to friends. I stand on that shit. And at the end of the day, if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with your motherfucking self. Because you know I ain't never getting none. If you was a rap nigga that grew up around me, nigga, I took that nigga to the studio off my motherfucking money. Fuck we talking about? All the others bought my equipment, I did all this shit for us. But y'all niggas was playing for self. So don't get mad at me that now that we 35, when niggas say, I'm not interested. Leave me the fuck alone. You playing, bruh. You playing. You don't like what I'm saying? Come catch this fade. Fuck out of here. See, that's what I be telling y'all. Y'all not, see, the difference between, my father used to always tell me one thing. You know why they don't get you, Irv? They don't get you because you compassionate. And see, niggas take compassion for weakness, or they take it as anger. See, I grew up around my father who, I'm gonna be blunt. My father, as genius as he was, he had shit, he drunk. He was drinking and shit at one time and drugs and shit. He was the laughing stock of the family. But he was the nigga who had the fucking ability to do. My father was the person, he had all these fucking kids. The few that allowed him to raise him. See, that's why when my father died, I know I got a lot of animosity because, for one, my father's dying. He had already came down south. My father's dying. And they saying, you know, I talked to him. He can't talk no more. So they like, I need you to come up to Jersey. Yo, I got a whole lady and kids. Now, whether the kids are mine or not, if I've been for years, that doesn't make a difference, because if this is your lady or who you're supposed to be with, y'all have to move as a unit. I can't just pick up and leave everything stranded, because I still got to come home after this funeral. I still got to live my life after this funeral. You feel me? I mean, or while he's sick, because he's dying. I still got to be able to come back and maintain. So I couldn't come right away. It took me like a week. Yo, my siblings talk dog shit about me, and they think I don't know. They talk cold shit about me. Oh, he with this bitch and his kids, he pussy whipped all this shit. Oh, fuck you. Y'all niggas don't even got no fucking kids, half of y'all. It ain't never had to sacrifice shit, but always talking shit about the people that got kids. You feel me? Oh, only thing I was a responsible man. If the nigga was dating my sister and something happened in his family, if he just got up and left my sister stranded, when he get back, I'm gonna say, bro, I get that your peoples was sick or dying, but the way you left my sister, you clearly were. That tells me that you're gonna abandon my sister and these kids at the drop of a dime. You feel me? And very few people, and I had one, my older sister stood up for me in this situation who they don't fuck with. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like I'm like my father. Remember, y'all niggas was laughing at my father. My father, and I be feeling somewhere, and niggas get mad at me for this statement, but I stand on it. Take this fade. My father was alive raising kids that won't fucking his. Right? But my father dead now, the niggas playing clicks. You feel me? The stepkids be taking pictures together like, this my family, well fuck you too. You feel me? That's how I'm coming with it. Fuck you. You feel me? At the end of the day, the family the siblings that's blood, they might not speak up, but they feel how I feel too. Like my father was here raising all y'all while y'all daddies was doing whatever the fuck they wanted to do. But now that my father not here, y'all want to click up. Fuck you. Live in that ignorance. You feel me? Be that. but my father not here, and y'all should have known who the fuck you think his spirit passed to. And then, as soon as I got to Jersey, I get out the car, I see him looking at me, I go in the house, he start dying. So, a lot of people say he was waiting for you. He was waiting for me because I'm the only child. Get mad at me. This is not favoritism. I'm the only child who he was allowed to raise. My mother sent me to my father, and because my stepmother allowed me to be there, and that's respect, because she didn't have to. But I'm the only child, me and maybe my younger sister, Mira, was the only child that was allowed to be raised by my father the way that a man should be allowed to. But even when my father left that house, he could not, his words could not penetrate my younger sister for the things that she was doing. People get mad at me, what the fuck ever. But like I said, when I was in Jersey, weren't no other brothers and sisters fighting my fights. If I got in a fight, I had to take them fades myself. So that's why every time older brothers and sisters be coming around trying to pull rank. No, you ain't gonna pull no rank on me, bitch, because you want around to fight my fights. I love you. But niggas talk shit about me. I heard niggas talking shit about me where I come from, my own family. How you gonna talk shit about me and I sat there and watched your fucking kids for a decade? How you gonna talk shit about me and get fly with me when your grandmother is your heart, when they was talking shit to her, telling her old stupid ass up? I was the nigga that was standing up for her, going to the store. Don't challenge me, man. And I'm never gonna change how I feel. If you cross me on my logic of being a man, I'm never gonna fuck with you personally. When my father died, I knew that it won't but so much times I was going back to Jersey, because I don't live in that type of mindset. See, a lot of niggas in Jersey, New York, my man from New York was in the studio yesterday. He said, bro, can I ask you a question? I said, what's up? He said, yo, when you live in New York and New Jersey, or when you live in the inner city, you know what I'm saying, you can't see it. He said, but when you leave and you move, you realize when you go back how far they are. Like he said you realize how much they dying. Like they're dying mentally, they dying spiritually, they're dying. The black community from the 70-year-olds down to the kids is under the same social pressure. How the fuck did that happen? The adults trying to be lit and go to the club. What the fuck is we on? Man, Pops, at the end of the day, my pop didn't bite his fucking tongue. I grew up around my father. I seen my father outside telling niggas, bitch, I die for what I believe in. That's what I grew up around. My father's favorite statement outside, niggas got a problem in the neighborhood? Bitch, I'ma die for what I believe in. So do what you gonna do. And that's my logic. Bitch, you don't know my father, you ain't never gonna understand me. And half of you niggas that claim you love my father, y'all don't love my fucking father. Y'all love what he did for you. You feel me? Because if you don't love me, I'm Irvin Jr. I am the recreation of my father. That's why they named me Irvin. And if you don't respect me in my life, you've never respected my father. I'm everything my father would have been, minus the drugs, minus the alcohol. He did his fucking job. You feel me? I don't drink. I drink socially, but I've been drunk twice in my whole fucking life. I probably can count on my hands how many times that I really drank. You feel me? So that's how I know niggas didn't really love my father. You can miss me with that bullshit. You didn't love my father. Because if all I did was stand up and become the embodiment of my father Muslim. Y'all love y'all father, y'all love daddy compassion, right? But at the same time, y'all hated his compassion. Because, see, I come from siblings who felt like because their father might not have been there, but see, we'll blame our father, but don't hold our mother accountable for her fuck shit. See, as kids, we take our mother or your daddy and shit. You don't know what type of shit your mother was on. You don't know. But when you go with this attitude that your mother gave you to your father, and your father be willing to go left on you, you can't get mad. I know, nigga, I was in that household. I tell some of my siblings all the time, like one of my older brothers, I told my older brother, like my older brothers don't like a certain person. I ain't gonna put it out there. But I'm like, yo, but you can't, but this person, this woman was a grown ass woman. See, the difference is my mother told me that even if I didn't like what a grown woman said, that I'm a fucking kid. See, I challenge how you niggas was raised. That's why y'all ain't shit as adults. I was raised, even if I didn't like what this woman or this man said, if I lived in the house, I'm a kid. Stay in a child's place. But they will come over this person's house, and if this person says something fly about their mama, they gonna jump up and say, fuck you, bitch. And she gonna be like, get the fuck out of my house. I don't like that bitch. That's why you don't like her. You don't have the right. Even though that's your mama, you're a little fucking kid. Or you a teenager. Let adults handle this. Right? Because you are not old enough and logical enough to make a true understanding. You don't know what your mama might have said or what the fuck happened. So I challenge niggas on that. When my pops died, and all I did was tell my family was y'all need to work together, y'all need to stop arguing amongst each other, and and all of them niggas cussed me out. That's the day I realized why my father was the way he was, and the reason why he left that fucking house, and the reason why he went and lived where he lived across the street, and the reason why he lost faith. At the end of the day, if y'all niggas want to be nothing, be nothing. But don't hold me to that standard. Good, bad, and different. You feel me? And so that's why people be mad at me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I come from a family where niggas were sexually molesting boys, right? But my father's sisters and them are still gonna protect this nigga. And he passed from corona. This ain't no lie. So niggas can tell me I'm lying, all right, because everybody got a problem, but you can't tell the nigga who my father and my stepmother sent me to go with the nigga, tell the nigga house to peep it. And I woke up in the morning and seen this nigga get out the bed with my uncle in his drawers. Now you fucking tell me. We 16, 15. See, it's a lot of shit that life and nature and God done showed me. I was the person that they leaned on like, hey, can you watch these kids? Bet. Not you. Respect me in the order I need to respect it. I've been doing niggas' jobs. But what I'm not gonna take, don't disrespect me and you don't live in honor. You still out here doing foul shit. You know what I mean? So that's why I be telling you at the end of the day, like, yo, my life ain't gonna break, prosper, no disrespect. Niggas ain't been helping me like, yo. I tell people, my father, I used to have this, listen, every conversation I'm having right now, I swear to y'all, I have with my dad. And people think that a lot of people think these conversations is just my anger. No, my father knew, but as his own words. You gonna be you. And you always been like that. That's why I was the brother that graduated. That's why I was the brother that played sports. You feel me? I did everything that my family and my brothers was known not for. I come from a brother 18 and none of them graduated. I was the first one. So let me give you an example. So I want y'all to answer this question for me. Am I wrong if I'm the example of the brothers? I don't give a fuck who the oldest. I'm the nigga that got the grades. I changed my life, got the grades, played ball, did everything. I was a good example, yo. Even with my bullshit, I was a good example. When I grow up, and my little brother, one of my baby brothers, he tall as fuck. He grew up, and then he grew up, and we having a conversation, and you know what I'm saying, he's super disrespectful. So like, you know, everybody got mad at me. My brothers, they got mad at me, but my father called me. He asked me, he said, why you mad? I said, yo, because it's a difference between us disagreeing, but when we disagree and I start talking, and you say slick shit, and you disrespect me, bitch, we got a problem. I'm not no little kid. Feel me? And then some of my brothers like, bro, well, I don't think you can beat him. No, first of all, you pussy. And just because he's 6'7", bitch, I don't care. What the fuck how big you is? Bitch, I'm 6'3". What you gonna do about this problem, nigga? Because I don't give a fuck how big you is. Most of these big niggas soft as cotton. You gotta deal with me. I'm your older brother, bitch. I'm service. I'm 100% solid with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I be telling. So my father said, what are you mad for? I said, when I'm having a conversation with him, we talking information, but he getting in his feelings about it, because that's what niggas do about information. So when I tell him something, he insults me. He said, you're a fucking idiot. You stupid. I said, all right, little bro. Before you insult me anymore, let's stop having this conversation, right? Because you keep asking me questions, but when I answer them for you, you keep cutting me off because I told him I was a Moor. He assumed that I was a Moor in a temple, not realizing that anybody that's dark-skinned is a Moor, by definition in the law dictionary. See, niggas they assume, right? So when he was attacking me, and I'm telling him like, bro, let's not have this conversation unless you can speak and I'm going to speak. And he said, all right, let's talk. And as soon as I spoke, he cut me off again. I said, bro, we're not going to do this. And as soon as I started talking again, he hung up on me. So like my father said, well, at least he did the right thing because he hung up, right? But my father said, why are you mad? I'm mad because at the end of the day, I ain't never disrespected this nigga in my fucking life. And I'm not going to be disrespected by a sibling, a friend, or a family. Bitch, we fighting. Or that's my logic because I come from that. But the truth of the matter was I matured and said, we not fighting. I just ain't fucking with you. Remember, the same nigga y'all talked about is the same nigga who got who nature gave the ability. Y'all niggas it's funny to me because at the end of the day, yo, if motherfuckers would get off their pride and their ego and sit down and listen to what the fuck I had to say, we can do some things, right? But it's sad that I had to isolate myself and do this shit on my own. I had to meet motherfuckers who I did not grow up with and motherfuckers who more genuine about this shit at the end of the day. I've been doing this music shit for 15 years. And motherfuckers come around me now and be like, da-da-da. And let me say this, because this ain't personal, it's facts. A lot of people come to me, and I respect what y'all come to me about, right? About doing, like a lot of people come to me and be like, Jerz, I want you to do my podcast with me. Respectfully, I be feeling offended, right? Y'all want to know why I be offended? If I do this shit by myself, which y'all think I'm stupid, nigga? Knowledge is not to be sold. It's free. So you think I don't know how to buy the app to do it? Difference between me and y'all, I don't expect to have a podcast without doing the footwork. Like, I didn't expect, by the time Killing My Buzz came out, I was on album number 13. That wasn't my first song. That was my first song with a fucking video. I was already developed when Killing My Buzz came out. Difference between niggas who think I just fell out of air. You know what I'm saying? Is that it's rare for people to be open-minded and hold themselves accountable. Accountability is the key of the fucking day. Ain't no such thing as accountability, yo. Niggas ain't accountable. Black people not fucking accountable. Accountable for what? For what? Our mother's not fucking accountable. Our daddy's not accountable. We were born in that shit. Right now, our mothers and fathers getting away with fucking murder. You know why? Because the grandparents of our generations died when they was young. Ain't nobody to check mama. When my mama get out of hand or your mama get out of hand, with grandma ain't around to come around and say, hold on now. You fucking wrong talking to your son or your daughter like that because they went out and found some knowledge because you closed-minded. Grandma not around. So now our parents is living off their own consent, but they foolish as shit. Our parents is the most foolish generation on planet Earth. And at the rate we going, let me correct that. We are the parents now. We are the most foolish niggas on planet Earth. The American blacks. Our parents still had common sense. But once the elders died and the world changed, our parents, instead of holding on to their morals, they started changing with the world, which bugs me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's no accountability. You know what I'm saying? You know what's sick to me? I see a lot of women that's fat and nasty who can't wear that little tight shit, but are gonna put that shit on their little 6, 7-year-old daughters. You trifle. You trifle. And then you wonder why them pedophiles wanna fuck your daughter. You feel me? Wearing some shit that they shouldn't be wearing. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that shit. See, I'm against it. If people got mad at me, I don't think, and women have the right to disagree with me. I respect that on this. But I want you to logic that you are a woman and I am a man. So you need to understand my logic to protect my daughter, and not about what the fuck you can do and what you can and can't do, or what you couldn't do. And my daughter should not be wearing toenail polish and nail polish until she is about 14 years old. Because that shit turn a pedophile the fuck on. She should not be wearing dresses. Little skirts and shit that look, no, because you are attempting a fucking pedophile. You're dressing this little girl up like she's a grown woman, and then wonder why these grown men want to fuck her. You are prepping your child for pedophilia. You know what I'm saying? And I used to argue about this shit, but it's your right. Do what you do. But reap your consequence. You reap what you sow. Meaning that logic come from nature. I be telling niggas, it's not religion. That's nature. You reap what you sow. Whatever you put in the soil, right, is what you sow. So if I plant a fucking dandelion plant, I'm going to get a dandelion plant. But black people think that I'm going to plant goddamn a pebble of salt and I'm going to get diamonds. You know what I'm saying? It don't fucking work like that. And it never did. You know what I'm saying? So we be caught up on this whole thing, and I keep it a band. Like, I always go there. People like me, dislike me, fuck you. Nigga, I've been the most hated artist in this city for a decade. Fuck you. You can't stop me. You feel me? You ain't make me, you can't break me. You feel me? Ain't no nigga couldn't tell me shit, because niggas was arguing with me, bitch. I was on the corner by myself before I had a team. And then even niggas on my team, we selling CDs, niggas lazy. And I used to tell niggas, put more effort in it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. Like, for real. I ain't gotta be. I be telling niggas is bosses because you think you're a boss. I know what it's like to have niggas sleeping on my floor, and the only thing I'm asking them to do is to sell CDs, and these niggas got low self-esteem. They can't even stand up and sell CDs because they worried about what their baby mama think. And I'm like, nigga, if you get you some fucking money and do what you're supposed to do, but you gonna go, like I tell a nigga, I done had wild niggas working with me on the corner selling CDs, right? And it's funny because I had to tell niggas every time, but every summer I always had to say 2 times, I watch you go get a job from a white man, and you gonna take your ass out there, and I watch you get up and go to work and bust your ass, nigga. I used to work with you when we worked for these white people. You feel me? And you go to work and you bust your motherfucking ass for these white people. You feel me? But then we go out here and we doing this shit for ourselves and supposed to be building our own shit. You gonna half-ass me. Because my people think, and you know what's crazy? Niggas will look at me like I'm a slave, but I think y'all niggas slaves on average, respectfully. I go up here and gotta get my money. I reap what I sow. I gotta go hustle and go get my fucking money for my music, my CDs, my dogs. I gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means, a man that don't work, that don't eat. Nigga, when the Bible was written, motherfuckers weren't working 9 to 5. So miss me with that shit. And at the end of the day, niggas was living off the land and the nature. A man that don't work, that don't eat, mean a man that ain't willing to get up and go hunt and willing to go to provide for his family to do the necessary. He didn't have shit to do with a corporate job. That came later. Feel me? That shit came later. So we gotta understand it. I tell women all the time, you want a provider, you want a husband. You can turn a provider, you can, look, you either gonna get a provider from your lover, whether man or woman, or you gonna get love. Now you can work with a man or woman and teach them how to become a provider. But you can't expect, do you want love or you want somebody to provide for you? You're gonna always have these two things. And it's not to knock anybody, and it's not to knock it. I've been saying this, if you know me, you know I've been saying this for years. Do you want love, right? And I will say this, for women around the planet, yo, you have the sole right and choice to choose. Fuck what niggas think. Because I know already. You ain't gotta tell me. I know that you was giving your heart to niggas early on. You won't care about the money, you was just giving them your heart. These niggas was fucking you over, right? And they were doing what they wanted to do, right? So that's why you go cold. But I need you to also look at yourself in the mirror and ask, what was you looking for in this relationship? Did you date him because he got a nice car and shit? Is he cool? Or what, you know what I'm saying? You kind of noob some shit. Just like men, we get mad at like a big mother. Then it is some cases where niggas change it completely. Or where women change as they get older completely. You know what I'm saying? So it does happen. But I always say, what do you want in life? That's why I said in one of my songs, it's like, to some people, I'm a genius. And just as many people, 2 to 3 times more people, how should I say it? It's people that think I'm a genius and I'm intelligent and that I represent something for black men or my people. But then there's an even bigger group who thinks that I'm a fool and I'm an idiot. And like I said in the song, some think I'm a genius, some think I'm a fool. It really don't matter. It's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's up to what you think of you. You know what I'm saying? What you think of me don't dictate who the fuck I am. It wasn't you or any of y'all opinion that made me start reading and doing history. It was me. It wasn't y'all or the fans that made me start rapping. It was me. So I'm the person that putting the fans dictate, or the people dictate in the world what they like. But today the fans not dictating shit. The fans being told what they like. You know what I'm saying? The girls are being told because we look at the TV as the justification. TV your God. You know what I'm saying? TV your religion. Not the rest of the shit that we on over here. What wave is you on? I ask niggas all the time. Every time you go somewhere and niggas say shit about Jerz, I be like, who side you on, my nigga? See, that's all. I learned to get away from certain niggas because I realized, it's a war going on outside. The question is, what side you on? So for every rap nigga videographer that came to my studio, came around my house, and had something to say about the music I make, that was the day you let me know that you work for the wrong side. Right? And how my man told me, you know what, Jerz? He said, bro, you right for spazzing on niggas. Because what it is that niggas, black men come around me and bring their fucking doubt to my world. I don't know what doubt is. Y'all ain't learned that yet? Nigga, this album 35. You feel me? I've been standing, y'all niggas, if y'all from the city who know, listen, I've been on the corner since 18, I'm 35 years old. Fuck can y'all niggas tell me respectfully? Y'all make it seem like I'm just arrogant. No, I put that work in. If a nigga been building buildings out of stone for 20 years and a nigga got an idea how to build out of stone, why would the nigga who already know from trial and error, it's not that I'm gonna hear you out. But when you get an attitude and try to stand your ground when your shit grounded off a lack of experience, I think you're ignorant. You know? And that's what this shit always comes down to when we're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit about. We have a problem with duality. You know what I'm saying? Black women in America right now in the hood, y'all not embracing the niggas who can do something for the community. Y'all embracing the street niggas who destroying the fucking community. And see, y'all young, y'all looking at the money. We know, let's be real. Young black women, when we look at TV, you look at the money, the cars, this and that. That's why y'all like the rappers, because the rappers got, the money, you know what I'm saying, the cars, they want to live the lifestyle. But them niggas projecting you a lifestyle that most of them ain't even fucking living. You know what I'm saying? That's the realest shit ever. Money don't make the artist or the talent. The art makes the art. At the end of the day, like I tell niggas, say whatever the fuck y'all want to say about me. But when I leave, remember y'all gonna have to line my art up with everybody on this fucking planet. So rather, and I want everybody, not just for me, this is how I want you to think about yourself. Everything, when I say me, I want you to say, you talking about you. When it's all said and done, regardless of what man said about me while I was living on this foul-ass existence of hell, when it's all said and done, every last person, and half of the people that did not give me a chance gonna look at my art and gonna give me the respect that I deserved when I was fucking alive. So I choose to live in the same honor that you gonna give me later now. I don't need your justification. I I'm the leader, the musician, the leader. I dictate culture, and y'all go through with it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta make the right shit. But right now, don't get mad, because I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, music dead. Music dead, niggas want this shit dead. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will get mad at me talking about Cardi B, but y'all know damn well that if Cardi B came home with your daughter, with your son, like before the money, if Cardi B, if your son came home with Cardi B and you found out she was a stripper and that she was doing all the shit and how she acting on TV, you would like that to be, you want that to be your son's wife? Cardi is, and the crazy part is, like I tell y'all, Cardi not stupid, y'all. Cardi don't let her own kids listen to her music, but y'all do. That's why y'all kids done. So keep shaking your ass, living through your pussy, and this is what you gonna get. Living through your dick, this is what you gonna get. At the end of the day, you need to maintain, you need to master that shit. See, yes, you got all these chakras, right? Going out the body. Your sexual organs is an energy chakra. So if you constantly fucking with it, then you have more energy directed to these chakras, so you're gonna live in it. You know, I know wild people that live in between their legs, because that's the only chakra that they activating, and they over-analyzing this bitch. And every time they wake up, they just like this. They just want to fuck. You are living in your chakra. You feel me? I know niggas who only chakra they use is their brain. And you ain't using the rest of them, so you only live in your brain. You ain't no good either. You know what I'm saying? The voice is a chakra. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in what you want from this shit and what you want in life. At the end of the day, people always gonna judge me. People been there fucking with me. It's cool. And that's why I was thinking the other day, I remember every last one of my brothers who in Charlotte told me the same story when they talked to me about what my father said to them, one of their last conversations with my father. He asked them, and it's crazy, I don't even think they realized, he told them separate. He asked them, he said, yo, I guess because they were telling me like, your daddy was mad at us. I said, why? He said, yo, because I'm third, fourth youngest out of all these kids. He like your brother in Raleigh, I done seen him go to war with shit. I done seen him go through all this difficulty, but y'all niggas in Charlotte, and y'all niggas will never go see y'all little brother. Except for one of my brothers, he's younger than me. But y'all don't go see y'all little brother. This is y'all little brother. That's what my older sister called me, big little brother. Since nobody else wanted to step up and be the real nigga, everybody want to live in ignorance and stupid shit and drugs and prostitution and alcohol and partying, all right, well, I'll take it then. Since nobody else want to step up, I'm big bro. Right? Just like I used to tell my sisters when we used to argue, if we gonna play alpha, if the birthright goes to the oldest, but if the oldest is not in honor, then one of the other brothers got to be willing to challenge him and take that shit. And it's not that I'm saying I'm trying to challenge or fight my brothers, but at the end of the day, like I be telling my mom or people in the family, if there's a problem with alpha, then we supposed to fight in honor, not weapons. We supposed to duke this out, whatever, and we can duke it out physically, but that don't make you the leader. We supposed to sit down and see who's in a better mental space to lead. But just because you're older don't make you the wise one. And just because, you know what I'm saying, and that's what I be trying to get people to see. That entitlement, Cain and Abel. We never asked ourselves, Cain was the younger brother, Abel was the older brother. So what is the basic instructions before leaving Earth? It was telling us the problems between siblings existed a long time ago. It's birthright. Cain killed Abel, not just because he was jealous, but because Abel got the land. The oldest inherits the land and shit. And a lot of the shit. But what if the oldest don't do their job? Then what? That's what I be saying, man. That niggas be logical, tap in. I gotta get to it. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to my day. BH, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all tapping in. If anything y'all want to say, just holler at me. But I'm just saying, don't be afraid to be you. I said a lot of real shit that motherfuckers gonna be mad at me about. But I don't care. At the end of the day, we can't heal none of our problems without, if we ain't gonna grab the problem and put this shit in the front, we ain't fixing shit. And I don't live in that. I'm a Pisces. And on my zodiac, the day I was born, it said, end of the day, I'm a problem solver. I don't sit in problems. Most of the people I know, they got a problem, they run from it, they sit in it. I'm trying to face that shit head on. What's the problem? Okay, is this the problem? Let's deal with it. But by not talking to niggas or to cut niggas off, you just run it. But I respect niggas been running their whole life and you ain't never gonna stop because that's what cowards do. You feel me? Yeah.